Well, thanks for coming back. And Carrie, service learning abounds in Humble ISD. And I think one of the most significant events in our service learning experiences over the years recently happened at Turner Stadium. And what happened is something called Cardboard City. And that's where our students throughout the district literally built a cardboard city that they lived in overnight at Turner Stadium to not only experience what homelessness may feel like, but more importantly, to raise funds to help the homeless right here in our own community. So I am very excited and proud to introduce Kap McWhorter. Kap has been with us before. Welcome back.
Thanks.
And Kap he heads service learning and social action for our district. Very blessed to have him in the family. And next to Kap is Jacob Guajardo. Jacob, you're a senior at Atascocita High School.
Yes, sir.
A few weeks. Just a few more weeks.
He doesn't look ready, guy.
Oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to University of Houston.
Oh, is that right? Awesome.
Cougars.
A Cougar.
Go Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Last but certainly not least, the person making the panel look good
That is right.
is Breanna McIntire. Breanna, welcome. And you are an 8th grader at Humble Middle School.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome to all of you. And Kap, share with all of us, if you would, so what is Cardboard City? What's it about?
Cardboard City is kind of a chance to get everybody that are stakeholders for our most vulnerable students involved in changing their family situation. So we have local businesses, we have the nonprofits, Family Promise of Lake Houston, Humble Area Assistance Ministries that are serving our homeless families and homeless students. And then we have our actual students and district staff all coming together to say, what can we do to make an impact? And so we spend a night on the field at Turner Stadium. Students raise their rent for the night. The more money they raise, the more cardboard they get. They compete for prizes with the best houses. And we dreamed that this could be a significant event for our whole community to get behind and to say to homeless families, hey, we see your situation. We don't shame you for what you're facing. We just know it's brutal for you and your kids, and we want to get behind you. We dreamed that it would have an impact, but never imagined how significant it would be, that students would be able to get together, learn a ton about local homelessness, and raise $10,000 in the process.
Amazing.
That's going to change lives. I never could have imagined it being that significant, and these guys made it happen. I mean, all we did was set the table for them, and they made it happen.
And first time.
First time we've done it on a district-wide scale. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
That really is amazing. And it is, homelessness is a problem in our area. It's everywhere. It can affect any of us at any time. And truly, the fact that we have students in our district that are affected by this, it's heartbreaking. And it's wonderful to know that we have opportunities like this for our students to be able to make an impact and to help. But I'm interested to hear from Breanna and from Jacob about this experience and how it helped you understand homelessness. Breanna?
Well, this experience, it taught me that homelessness isn't just like the stereotypical kind of homelessness that you would think of, the woman on the side of the street begging for money, missing teeth, but it could be the children sitting next to me in my classes, the people that I talk to and interact with every day, and it affects a wide scale throughout the district, not just, it's not isolated to one area or one ethnic group or one background.
Breanna, you're making such a very, very important point, and you guys may know this, but for everyone's awareness, do you realize this school year we serve in our schools almost 1,000 homeless children at all grade levels, and it's a significant problem.
Yes.
Jacob, how about you? How did experiencing Cardboard City help you understand homelessness?
Well, it was a really life-touching experience because, you go and you see these people and you think you understand what they go through. You think you feel what they feel spending the night in a box or under a bridge, but you really cannot understand what they go through until you actually do it. It was wet outside, it was cold, there was nothing we could do to keep warm, and the lines for our soup kitchen, we went and they ran out of warm soup. My soup was ice cold, fresh out of a fridge. The last thing that I wanted was cold soup. I was already freezing and shivering, and I just wanted some warm soup. And all they had left was, fresh out of the fridge, and that's what I lived with for that night. It was great to have my friends there because I had to have someone to support me. It was not anything that I would have to want to live with anymore. It was a really hard night, but it was a really life-changing thing.
Right, nothing like walking in somebody else's shoes. And you only did it for a night. And can you imagine doing it multiple nights in a row?
I went to work the next day, and I was talking to some of my friends about it, and I heard that there were a few people where I work that have been through those conditions and are going through it now. And I never would have guessed they're the hardest workers that I've been with. They told me, they have been in that position. They have slept in boxes before, and at that point, I understand what they went through, and I kind of connect better with them at that point.
That's cool. Yeah.
Really awesome.
Very amazing. And they're waving us on to wrap up. But before we do, Kap, so from your perspective, right, working with our students directly, bringing in the community, both in terms of business community that could be helpful and supportive, and the nonprofit community that helps to deliver the needed services to those in our community who are in need. So Cardboard City happens, and what's the takeaway for you, Kap?
For me, it's probably twofold. First of all, that we can have a significant impact on families. But secondly, probably it's the educator in me. I think it may really shed light on the way students are viewed in this community as well. That students, teenagers, because this was all secondary students, middle and high school students, are not a liability in our community that we've got to mitigate, that we've got to babysit. They are an incredible resource. When we talk about changing the biggest issues in this community, these students are committed to doing it. And they are the world changers this community needs as much as anybody else at any other age level. And I feel like they really put that on display.
And you know what? It shows. It shows big time. So, Breanna, thank you. And Jacob, thank you. Thank you for making us so proud of the hearts you have. And the minds that go along with those hearts, because you are making a huge difference. Proud to have you moving into high school, Breanna, and very proud, Jacob, just in a few weeks to hand you your diploma. So thank you all very, very much. I'm glad you survived the night in a box. And you look terrific. You look terrific for doing it. Stay with Carrie and I. We will be right back.